Moretry's Tianma X3 has been a bit of a confusing product so far. First released in early 2022, the Tianma was an exciting new product from an exciting new brand. Rumors were that one of the designers was formerly with YJ, and that was the fairly early days of core magnet technology before manufacturers and the community had figured out that the ball core was the most viable option. And so the original Tianma models had this wacky kind of corner to edge magnetization system, which did the job to an extent, but didn't really change the game. I tried the first version, and to be honest, I didn't hate it, but it didn't come close to replacing whatever my main was back then. And while a bunch of different variations and versions have come out since then, I haven't really seen much interest in Tianma since back in 2022, with the notable exceptions of a few top-level OH and blind solvers, that is. So, fast forward to 2025, and Moretry put out a call for reviewers for a simplified version, which is also a collaboration with XCube, coming in a very basic magnetic version as well as one with a 3D printed 8-magnet ball core. So just for fun, I applied. And to be clear, while Moretry sent me the cubes for free, they haven't paid me to make this video, so this is my own opinion. So let's start with the packaging, which this time round is refreshingly simple compared to the originals, and likewise so is the technology. Standard has edge-to-corner magnets, and the ball core version has that stuff plus, duh, a ball core. Tried and tested tech, nothing new, nothing too exciting. So far, I kind of love it. In terms of adjustment, there's a screw for your distance, and as well as that, a 9-stage spring tension clicky boy, which you can turn by hand or use a tool to adjust. It's a bit fiddly if you've got big mitts, you know? Also, this is such a tiny thing, but the numbers stamped into clear plastic, like how, what? I can't read that. There has to be a better way. What am I doing? In terms of performance, the magnetic was fine. It didn't change my life. I found it pretty wild and uncontrollable out of the box, and I did have to fight with it a bit while I was setting it up. That said, if you like your cubes really fast and kind of loose, it could be the one for you. However, the ball core was a completely different story. One of my favorite budget cubes ever is the Eugen Little Magic V2, and both the ball core and the standard had a feeling that was eerily similar to that. A large part of that being probably the fact that it uses gloss plastic just like the YLM, but the 3D printed ball core added a really nice extra level of control and stability. And in this cube, I actually could feel a huge difference between the standard magnetic and the ball core, which I've not necessarily felt in some of the Moyu cubes, for example, with ball core. When I was mucking around with mine, I cranked the tensions up to 7, and I also added a massive splodge of 50k to control the speed, and some regular cube sauce just to give it that nice silky plush kind of feeling. Now, by my standards, I've actually done a fair amount of grinding with this cube, and actually landed some really good results for me, including an average of 5, 12, and 25 that came in under my WCA average. And if you know how I solve, you'll know that's actually pretty good. Now, of course, my opinion as a 20+ second solver is kind of flawed, because I'm no speedster, but I've actually become really attached to the ball core version, and I've found myself reaching for it as my main cube now. In fact, it's actually replaced my Tornado, you know, just saying. I love the nostalgic, clacky YLM feeling, and it seems to suit my own fat-handed turning style in 2016 era algs, and generally it's just really nice and comfortable to sit and do big sessions on. It's 55 mil. I don't know the exact weight, but it feels pretty light, probably because there's just not much in it. At the time of recording, the price is still unknown, and I think ultimately that will be the deciding factor in its success. I reckon the ball core version fits in like the lower end of mid-range, because like I said, there's not much in there. There's no adjustable magnets or any of that nonsense. But you know what? It's fast, it's stable, it's comfortable, and it's just really nice to smash out a ton of solves on. It corner cuts well. I haven't had a single corner twist on it. I kind of like it, so go buy one. Or don't buy one. I don't give a f. Until next time, have fun, solve cubes.